Here we are for this week's edition of Backpage Blues. I've been joined by Charlie Skillen from the Mail Online.
Hi, Roll.
How you feeling, Charlie?
It's not any better yet.
Still?
Yeah, it's really disappointing.
Not far off 24 hours after the Paris debacle. It's still a very raw wound. Charlie, tell me, what's the sort of mood in the office? What are you hearing sort of in the press circles?
Well, I mean, quite a lot of the non-Chelsea fans were giving me a bit of stick this morning, which is fair enough. But a lot of the press reaction is focused on Chelsea players surrounding the referee. A lot. You know, it's unequivocal. Chelsea deserved to lose. We didn't deserve to be in the competition at this point. So you know that's naturally the reaction. Everyone was very impressed with PSG, which is fair enough. Thought they did very, very well with 10 men. But yeah, I mean, there's a lot of focus on our kind of referee tactics.
I'd agree with the surrounding of the referee. From where I was sitting, I was in the Matthew Harding lower. From where I was sitting, it looked like a terrible challenge on Ivanovic. I've heard since, I can't bring myself to watch it. I've heard since it wasn't such a bad challenge. Have you seen it on the telly?
Yeah. I saw it after the game. It wasn't that bad. It was a little soft, but. You know, these kind of things are always going to be picked up on when you've got 9 or 10 players surrounding the referee. John Terry actually came out today and defended it. I thought he actually spoke very well today.
Defended the actions?
Yeah. You know, he said every club does it. You know, you've got to defend your players, and once the captain goes, 4 or 5 others are going to kind of go and have a look as well. So
it's nice to see that team spirit. I mean, it should never boil over into kind of intimidation, which I think we've seen in the past with, well, Manchester United famously did when Keane and Beckham.
Yeah,
but
certainly.
we don't ever want to see that. But what I thought was, it's interesting how the press here have picked up on that, and yet David Luiz, who, you know, I think he played brilliantly last night.
Yeah, he was always
going to. Yeah, he's a very good player. But that, if he was still in the Chelsea blue, that incident with Costa, if he had elbowed a player like that in a Chelsea shirt, that would have been, I would have seen that 150 times a day on Sky News. Yeah. But not once. Not once. It has just not mentioned, or not to the degree that all the back pages are about us haranguing the ref.
But I mean, what you've got to think is that it's English people reading those papers. They're not all Chelsea fans. They might not have all seen the match. It's the kind of best English line to the game, as it were.
Yeah.
You know, they don't want to be reading loads and loads about foreign players. It's about kind of what happened to the English team. And that was, unfortunately, it's our own doing. Yeah. You know, we kind of made the rod for our own back on that.
I agree. I mean, it's just such a shame. And can I just ask your opinion on something? It didn't sit comfortably with me. I thought the atmosphere at Stamford Bridge yesterday was appalling. Absolutely.
Yeah,
I think the Paris fans were great.
Quiet,
our fans were really, really poor. And where do you stand on this? I was absolutely appalled, actually, that a lot of Chelsea fans were booing David Luiz, considering he's one of the sort of lions of Munich. He did scored a penalty in Munich and went and gave it to the Munich fans behind the goal.
Yeah, so that was great memory.
Booing David Luiz despite the Costa incident.
I think people get heated up in there, you know, in the moment. I don't think anyone's got a real ill feeling towards him. I think it was just a bit of heat in the moment. Obviously, he scored and he celebrated, which is absolutely fair enough.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
did you boo it?
No, I actually didn't. A lot of people around me were. I didn't have a massive problem. Everyone was just so caught up in the emotion of the game that, you know, I don't think it was with any real malice. So,
understood.
You know, I'm happy to sort of chalk that to.
Right. The other thing,
the
just before we came on air, Charlie has given me yet more bad news. I'm going to stop inviting him into the office, actually. Charlie, you've got some Ivanovic news.
Yeah, well, you know, it's not all doom and gloom, but at the minute he hasn't been offered a new contract. His deal runs out at the end of next season, so he's not going to be anywhere else next season. But you know, he's still not been offered another deal. Obviously, Chelsea's policy is they don't offer any more than 1 year to players over 30. Ivanovic is now 31.
That policy has worked really well in the past, hasn't it? With sort of Frank Lampard. It's a great policy, Chelsea. Keep it up. Yeah, it's never been a.
Well, you know, personally, I prefer to see them do it on a case-by-case basis.
Ivanovic is a winner. He's such a good player. He's a complete winner. He scores valuable goals. He's
won everything there is to win at the club. You know,
it's a disgrace. Give him a 5-year deal and tie him up. It's ridiculous.
Well, you know, teams like Real Madrid and actually Paris Saint-Germain are interested in him.
Yeah, because he's
sort of sounding him out. Yeah, he's a great player. Like, I don't expect it to become a massive worry over the next couple of years. I think they will time down. They'll certainly offer him 1 year. It's whether he takes
Mourinho likes him, doesn't he?
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mourinho is trying to get the club to offer him a deal. That's what we reported this week.
Right.
So, fingers crossed, everything will work out nicely.
I'm about sick of this. Paris Saint-Germain, Ivanovic not tied up. What is your point? Have you got anything? Is it worth you coming here? Have you got anything? Can you tell the people who watch this, Chelsea loyal fans, can you tell them anything positive, Charlie?
Well, look, don't jump off of there just yet.
I'm going.
Because we've actually agreed a fee for a new player coming in the summer. 2.3 million. His name's Manea. He's 17 and he's a right back. But get this, at that age, he's already played for Romania's first team.
Oh, he's in the national team at 17?
Yeah. He's obviously very
decent. Type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's 17, so he's not going to go straight into our team straight away. But he's already playing for the Romanian national team. It seems like that he's going to get loaned out at the start of next season, but he's going to be our player in the summer.
Vitesse?
Yeah, probably. And obviously Chelsea have a great history with Romanian right-backs.
I love Romanian right-backs.
Super Dan
Petrescu. He is my favourite. In fact, you know, when I think about Ivanovic and how much I love him, and the only player who I think has ever been a better right-back in the Premier League, Dan Petrescu. What a man. What an incredible
man. Great note to end on.
Absolutely. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure that you subscribe, and if you're not subscribed already, make sure you do it right now, and also comment. We're very interested to hear what you have to say. Let us know what you think about Paris, let us know what you think about Ivanovic, and let us know what you think about signingManea. We're very interested to hear. We both always check the comments, so make sure you let us know. Cheers for watching. Come on, you Blues.
Cheers.